Hey there, lovely souls. Welcome to my channel Magnetize Official. I'm feeling a strong connection to the Starseed Oracle deck right now, so let's shuffle and see what insights we can uncover together. And just a quick reminder, if you want to receive specific messages from this reading, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It's a lovely way to share your energy with me, making it easier to tune into your vibes. All right, let's dive in. I sense that you've recently made, or are about to make, a significant choice that feels both heavy and a bit scary. This decision might involve letting go of someone, something, or a situation. Remember, the fears you're experiencing are just illusions. They don't represent your true intuition. Your real intuition is that exciting whisper within, that sense of freedom blossoming inside you, along with a hope that feels both exhilarating and slightly daunting. It's not fear guiding you. It's that bold, visionary part of you that might scare the ego. Those fears aren't signs you're on the wrong path. They're echoes from the timeline you've moved away from. I'm really drawn to the topic of timeline shifts right now, and if this resonates with you, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. It seems like you're undergoing something significant, a timeline shift or a major upgrade. I've touched on concepts like quantum leaps, timeline shifting, and parallel realities before. These all describe a powerful shift in your vibration that can rapidly alter the course of your life. Think of it like those time travel movies where characters feel disoriented after jumping between dimensions. My guides are indicating that you've shifted timelines so quickly that you might be experiencing some unusual physical or emotional sensations. You may find yourself riding waves of fear and doubt, emotionally. While physically, you might be feeling some activity in your solar plexus and crown chakras. In your solar plexus, you might notice changes in your appetite, such as feeling nauseous or either eating too much or not at all, along with possible weight fluctuations. Meanwhile, in your crown chakra, you may feel a bit off balance, maybe even dizzy or lightheaded. While I'm not a doctor, and always encourage you to consult a medical professional if you have concerns, if you've ruled out medical reasons, these sensations could be energetic in nature. I felt strongly guided to share this, and I hope it resonates with whoever needs to hear it. You're in the midst of a profound shift, and it's completely normal to feel a little unsettled as you adjust to this new reality. The Starseed Oracle card we've drawn is Activated Earth, Power Places, Ley Lines, Trust where you're led. The message to trust where you're being led is coming through powerfully, and I want it to resonate deeply within you. So let's say it again. Trust where you're being led. Trust where you're being led. For many of you, it feels like you're receiving intuitive guidance, sometimes with an extra nudge pushing you forward. If you're not tuning into that intuition and continue trying to follow a path that doesn't align with the fresh energy you're embodying, the universe might just close that road off completely. It's like the universe puts up a sign saying, "No entry. This road is under construction." At times, this guidance may feel forceful. Your intuition might gently nudge you in a new direction, but if you ignore those signals, they'll grow louder until you find that the old paths are simply no longer accessible. Yet, even with this guidance, doubts and fears about whether you're on the right track can still creep in. Your guides want to reassure you, if you're questioning, "Am I on the right path?" Know that you're not just on the right path, you're on the only path available to you. Spirit has closed off all other options because of the incredible work you've done on yourself and how you've raised your vibration. This path is meant for you, and it couldn't have unfolded any other way. I'm not sure who needs to hear this, but it's clear your guides are trying to reach someone. It seems like you may be reflecting on past decisions, relationships, career choices, or life paths, and your ego might be pulling you back to question if you should have chosen differently. Your guides want you to know that not only was this the right path, but it was the only path you could have taken. You're more connected to your intuition than you or others might realize. The empathy card has come up with the message, I am open to seeing both sides of a situation, and it brings an interesting energy to the reading. To clarify further, I've drawn the failure card, which feels like a specific message for someone tuning in. You might be picking up on someone else's feelings of failure and unintentionally taking on that burden yourself. For some of you, this could relate to a parent who feels they've let themselves down or regrets past choices. In this case, you may have taken on their sense of responsibility, striving to fulfill their unfulfilled dreams instead of allowing them to navigate their own challenges. This could also resonate with a romantic situation where someone didn't treat you the way you truly deserved. Your deep empathy might have led you to extend a lot of grace to this person, understanding that their actions stemmed from a place of unawareness and their own unresolved wounds. They might struggle with their sense of security and forming close bonds, which impacts their ability to connect deeply with others. It seems like this individual is carrying some unresolved inner child issues, resulting in a lack of close connections in their life. I'm sensing a powerful masculine energy here, and if you identify as a divine feminine, this could very well be a divine masculine who has made some significant mistakes in your relationship, possibly a series of them, not just a one-off situation. You've shown incredible forgiveness, time and again, even when he didn't take the steps needed to heal and change. Your empathic nature has allowed you to see the pure heart and vast spiritual potential within him, despite his repeated patterns. This masculine is an ancient soul who has taken on a heavy load of karmic patterns, not just for himself, but also for the collective and his family lineage. It's as if his soul made plans with you, but he didn't foresee how much these karmic challenges would weigh him down in this lifetime. He seems to have become deeply entrenched in these patterns and is now filled with regret. Energetically, he may engage in habits he's not fully aware of yet because he hasn't completed the necessary inner work. He's just beginning to awaken and connect the dots about his internal struggles, but he's only scratching the surface. For you, divine feminine, this situation has been quite challenging. Your empathic abilities mean you absorb his energy deeply, including his feelings of failure, regret, and pain, much more intensely than most people around you. This bond, whether spiritual or a soul tie, allows you to feel his struggles acutely, almost as if they're dragging you down. Despite it all, you still carry a lot of love and admiration for him. These messages are resonating deeply with someone out there, and I can feel their intensity. Let's take a closer look at the cards to uncover what you need to know right now. This reading is truly unique, and I'm thankful to everyone who has contributed their powerful energy. We've pulled the man holding a coin card in reverse. For those I'm connecting with, this likely represents a significant masculine figure in your life. He may be embarking on his own spiritual awakening, but is still weighed down by unresolved wounds. This seems to align with the masculine energy we've been discussing. We also have the woman holding a heart card in the upright position. The message here is to stay centered and grounded while reclaiming your heart and your power. When I say, take back your power, I don't mean disconnecting from this person in a harsh manner. It's about recentering yourself and shifting your focus back to where it truly belongs. Many of you are highly sensitive, and I know how challenging it can be to express that energy in words or art. So, to take back your power means to recalibrate and prioritize your own well-being and strength. Sometimes, the idea of reclaiming your power can sound aggressive or forceful, like stealing something. But that's not the case here. When you find yourself in that push energy, trying to chase after this person, seeking validation, or trying to make them see your worth, you might notice that it actually pushes them away. At the same time, when you pull back too forcefully or aggressively to reclaim your power, especially if there's an undertone of anger, you might find that while it gives you a temporary sense of control, it often leads to a boomerang effect. You may feel empowered in the moment, but as days or weeks go by, you'll find yourself circling back to them. I know this energy can be tricky to articulate, but if you're experiencing it, you'll likely resonate with what I'm saying. What Spirit wants you to understand is to view this process not as pushing or pulling away, but rather as recalibration. It's about recentering yourself and focusing on your own purpose and passions, whatever lights you up and fulfills you. Embrace peace and self-love during this time. Even if others perceive this shift as selfish, especially if they are unawakened, it's important to stay true to yourself. You might trigger some reactions, but as you re-enter your own energy, you'll notice that this masculine will start to mirror your energy. Over time, they'll begin to recalibrate themselves as well, and that door to their awakening will continue to swing open. This all comes down to you, because you and this person are incredibly energetically connected. I know it can drive you a bit crazy at times, since you're so in tune with each other's feelings. That's why the push-pull dynamic doesn't work. Whether you're trying to move closer or pulling away, it often just brings you back to feelings of fear, desperation, and anxiety. Your guides want to shift this perspective, encouraging you to see it as a recalibration, an opportunity to re-enter yourself and refocus your energy. Ironically, this process is what actually brings healing to both of you. You're healing each other. Through your connection, you've activated one another spiritually, and now it's time to recalibrate and continue that healing journey together. I pulled the card, Water Your Garden, which speaks to this re-entering and recalibration. Your guides are reminding you, don't forget that you're human too. You came to this planet to experience life in all its fullness, to explore, adventure, travel, feel pleasure, and embrace love. I can feel the emotion here because, for some of you, especially the divine feminines, there's a sense that you might have felt the need to sacrifice your humanity in order to be considered spiritual enough. You may have felt pressured to stay in situations where love felt one-sided or unbalanced. Perhaps you believed you had to set aside your passions and hobbies because they didn't seem spiritual enough, or felt too chaotic. I'm sensing some toxic positivity around you, which often occurs when people try to mask their pain and wounds with superficial positivity instead of allowing themselves to feel and process those emotions. This kind of spiritual bypassing can be quite common. Now, for some exciting news. We're thrilled to announce that channel membership is now available. By joining, you'll gain access to exclusive perks, behind-the-scenes content, and a special connection to our community. It's a fantastic way to support the channel while enhancing your experience with us. Just click the Join button to check out the membership options and see what exciting benefits await you. We can't wait to welcome you into our growing family and share even more amazing content together. This journey often begins with a profound spiritual initiation known as a spiritual awakening, where a significant event or internal shift dramatically transforms your energy. For those on a twin flame path, this awakening often occurs during a powerful energy exchange when meeting or connecting with their twin flame. However, remember that the twin flame journey is just one of many paths to awakening. Such transformations can also come from near-death experiences, deep connections with spiritual souls, or life circumstances so intense that they shake your energy field and challenge the rigid paradigms most people follow unconsciously. As you start to let go of attachment to a specific timeline, you might notice numbers like 1777 or 2777 appearing. These could hold special significance for you. This process allows you to navigate different timelines, dimensions, and realities, which can sometimes confuse our conscious minds that are used to thinking in a linear way. While it might feel a bit disorienting at first, it's also incredibly exciting. You're realizing that you're not confined to just one path. Instead, you're reclaiming your power as a conscious, creative force in your own life, a power that has always resided within you. Deep down, you've always known you are a powerful, limitless being capable of shaping your own reality. As this awakening unfolds, you may experience moments of disorientation that feel like a fog in your mind, or even a kind of dizziness, a spiritual vertigo, if you will. Just a reminder, I'm not a medical professional, so if you have any physical symptoms, it's wise to consult one. However, if you intuitively sense that these sensations are tied to energetic shifts rather than physical issues, know that your body and mind are working together to process this powerful transformation. Isn't it fascinating? I've noticed this message resonates particularly strongly with those who connect with divine feminine energy. Remember, we all embody both divine feminine and divine masculine energies, regardless of our gender. So when I refer to him or her, I'm really talking about energetic qualities rather than literal gender. I keep envisioning a winding river, gracefully curving and bending as it flows. This river beautifully symbolizes your journey through old patterns and dynamics. At first, it might feel like you're navigating broad, sweeping bends, those deeply ingrained behaviors and cycles that connect to an earlier version of yourself. But as you continue to grow and evolve, these bends become less pronounced, the curves tighter, indicating that those old patterns are starting to lose their grip. Eventually, the river straightens out, and those patterns dissolve completely, fading away like mist over the water. Healing isn't typically a straight upward climb. It's more like this river, gradually clarifying and straightening as you release the past. Your guides want to gently remind you to be kind to yourself. Don't beat yourself up if you occasionally find yourself revisiting old patterns or dynamics. This is all part of the process of letting go. It's a natural phase of releasing what no longer serves you, an energetic cleansing that occurs in perfect timing, even if it doesn't feel immediate. You're allowing this transformation to unfold, and that's a beautiful part of your journey. Your guides also want to highlight that many people get stuck in those wide bends because they fear letting those patterns flow through and out of them. They're afraid of the depth of their emotions and the pain, so they choose to repress instead of process. But you, dear divine feminine, are bravely in tune with your emotional landscape. By embracing and processing these emotions, you're experiencing a profound transformation. You'll start to notice your growth manifesting in both subtle changes and significant shifts. Keep an eye out for these signs. They're powerful affirmations of your deep evolution on an energetic level. The next card I'm pulling is the Speaker, upright, positioned over the throat chakra. This indicates that you're stepping into your power, especially in how you express yourself. It seems you've been having some meaningful conversations lately, confidently sharing your thoughts and feelings. Your voice is carrying strong energy right now, cutting through illusions and falsehoods with clarity. While this newfound clarity and authenticity might trigger some people around you, it's also a testament to the powerful truth you're bringing forth. It's not just about eliciting reactions, It's about awakening and catalyzing spiritual growth in those who encounter your expression. Your words, along with the energy behind them, are serving as a catalyst for transformation in the people and environments around you. I'm sensing that responses to the power of your voice can vary greatly depending on individuals' levels of spiritual consciousness and openness. For some, your words resonate so deeply that they may feel intensely triggered. This reaction often arises from an internal resistance to confronting parts of themselves that your voice brings to light, parts they might not be ready to face. On the other hand, there are those who are irresistibly drawn to you, captivated by your authenticity and clarity. Your voice acts as a beacon, attracting those who resonate with your energy and are ready to embrace the truths you're sharing. This mixed reaction, where your presence both attracts and unsettles, highlights the powerful energy you're radiating. As divine feminines, we're learning to navigate this delicate balance. Our spiritual growth and purification process naturally amplify our energy, much like a strong magnet. This energy pulls in what aligns with our vibration while pushing away what doesn't. This natural polarization is a sign of our evolving power and an essential part of our spiritual journey. Don't shy away from the energies, people, or situations that seem to drift away from you. This isn't a negative outcome. It's a positive indication that you're creating space for higher vibrational connections and opportunities in love, friendships, career, and abundance. Now, let's explore the cards. The Lovers reversed, the Magician upright, the Ten of Cups, and the Three of Cups reversed. The Lovers reversed alongside the Magician upright are particularly significant indicators of twin flame energy. Their presence in this spread suggests that many of you connecting with this reading are either on a twin flame journey or closely tied to this powerful energy. The Lovers card reversed, paired with the Magician upright, signals potential disruptions or imbalances in the physical realm of your twin flame connection. This might manifest as physical separation or a sense of things being out of sync, something that may be apparent to you or others from a material perspective. Even with these outward signs of disconnection, a powerful, energetic recalibration is taking place. This process can create feelings of chaos or confusion, leading to cognitive dissonance. While things might seem disjointed on the surface, spiritually, a profound alignment is unfolding. This alignment is unfolding within both you and your twin flame as you mirror each other's energies. Because you share a core soul frequency, any changes or shifts you experience are reflected in your twin flame, highlighting the deep interconnectedness of your spiritual journey. Your guides want to emphasize this, especially if you've recently questioned whether the internal changes you're feeling are also happening within your twin flame. You might be wondering, was it all just a fantasy? The message is clear. You will soon receive a sign or tangible evidence confirming that the balancing process is genuinely occurring within your twin flame. This reassurance will affirm the shared nature of your journey and the realignment taking place between you both. Now, let's tune into the energy of the masculine coming through. He's deeply immersed in his emotions, indicated by the Ten of Cups reversed and the Three of Cups reversed, revealing a strong sense of disconnection from you. His energy feels heavy, filled with disappointment, regret, and fear. He's grief-rying with dense emotional energy and facing a heart-triggering moment, which often leads him to build emotional walls. When his heart begins to open, his ego steps in, reacting with fear and urging him to shut down. This push-pull dynamic can be frustrating for you, divine feminine. Instead of embracing his emotions and opening up, he tends to retreat, trying to shield himself from the vulnerability they bring. However, there's an energetic shift happening. His guides and higher self are encouraging him to gradually open his heart. You may have noticed moments when it's becoming harder for him to hide his feelings, and the intensity of his emotions is becoming more apparent. This heart-opening process is increasingly difficult for him to mask, driven by a profound inner transformation. Your guides want you to understand that this change in him is deeply connected to your journey of self-love. As you've embraced and nurtured your own self-worth and stability, you've not only drawn him in on a physical level, but also ignited a spiritual breakthrough within him. With the Six of Wands upright, this card signifies a major spiritual victory, indicating that he is on the verge of a breakthrough, moving towards a deeper understanding and alignment with his true self. Now, things are getting interesting. I'm sensing that a group of divine feminines is being closely observed by someone who feels insecure or jealous. If this resonates with you, you might already have a hunch about who this is. They seem to embody a karmic feminine energy, possibly linked to a masculine or divine masculine in your life. This person appears fixated on you, watching your actions or creations, and trying to decipher your intriguing aura. The reversed Angel of Love card suggests that this individual is struggling with a disconnection from unconditional love. They might desperately crave acceptance and validation, but find it difficult to embrace self-acceptance, often looking to others for reassurance. While they may come off as outgoing and sociable, this behavior masks a deeper disconnection from their inner self. They likely struggle to be alone with their thoughts and might obsess over you or fixate on your life when they're by themselves. There could be a detail about brownish hair, though that won't apply to everyone. Additionally, the color red seems to hold significance, possibly representing a focus on material or physical aspects of life, reflecting this person's energy. This observation suggests that they might be more concerned with outward appearances and material success than with forging deeper spiritual connections. You may not have even interacted with this person directly, which might leave you puzzled about why they have negative feelings toward you or why you're sensing strange energy from them. The truth is that your presence radiates a pure, high vibration that pierces through superficial layers and reveals deeper truths. Your energy reaches into the shadow aspects and unconscious patterns that others carry, illuminating their core truths. For some, confronting these truths can be uncomfortable and challenging, especially if they're not ready to face them. This situation might not involve someone you're physically close to. It could carry a broader message, especially if you express your authentic self through creative work, business achievements, or other passions. Your vibrant energy and self-acceptance can trigger those around you who are hesitant to confront their own truths. Your authenticity and the energy you exude shine a light on the gaps in their self-acceptance and honesty. While this triggering might feel unsettling, it actually serves as a powerful catalyst for deep healing and transformation. It's part of how you contribute to collective evolution. Growth often begins with being triggered, as it brings underlying issues to the surface. With the Four of Swords reversed over the throat chakra, it's possible this involves someone you don't actively communicate with. If this person is trying to engage, provoke, or elicit a reaction from you, they might be attempting to draw you into their energy space. By maintaining your silence and standing firm in your confidence and truth, you're preserving your high vibration. Keep in mind that when your energy triggers others, they might subconsciously try to pull you down to their level, seeking comfort in a familiar, lower frequency. Wow, that came out of nowhere. I'm not entirely sure why these messages came through today, but maybe someone really needed to hear them. Regardless of whether these energies resonate with you personally, the important takeaway is to protect your peace. It's essential to be discerning about who and what you engage with, because your inner peace is your most valuable asset. That calm space within you is where creativity and inspiration truly thrive. In this tranquil environment, those brilliant flashes of insight and creative ideas can flow freely. In a world that often overlooks the value of peace, you've learned to appreciate its true importance. You know that maintaining your peace is crucial for your well-being and for nurturing the unique gifts and inspirations that come from within. Now, let's revisit the divine masculine we talked about earlier. How is he evolving? The fulfillment card reversed suggests that he's been doing some deep reflection on his financial and work situation. There's a strong desire within him to break free from old constraints and outdated beliefs. He sees you, divine feminine, as a beacon of abundance and freedom, qualities he deeply admires and longs for in his own life. At this moment, he's feeling confined by certain aspects of his life, particularly when it comes to his finances and career. This sense of entrapment could stem from a job situation or financial commitments that feel limiting. Additionally, he might be caught in a karmic relationship or obligation that no longer resonates with his true self. While he may feel trapped by these financial or relational ties, there's a powerful inner drive pushing him to break free and align more closely with his genuine desires and values. The reversal of the fulfillment card indicates that he's beginning to recognize these limitations and is motivated to overcome them, seeking greater freedom and authenticity in his life. I sense that at some point, the urge for expansion will grow so strong that it demands a complete release. This is often when karmic contracts come to an end, prompting him to make significant changes in his relationships, work, and overall life direction. These transformations are already underway, with the root chakra only partially activated and influencing the sacral chakra. His energy is in a state of flux, especially regarding emotional expression, sacral healing, and relationship dynamics. This could signal a transition from one relationship to another. Some divine masculines might be going through a breakup or divorce, although this won't apply to everyone. For others, this period may involve confronting and healing deep-seated issues of abandonment or rejection that have held them back from fully opening up emotionally. This healing journey is vital for creating more authentic and fulfilling connections in the future. Let's explore what more we can channel about this divine masculine. The Sage reversed card is consistently appearing around his solar plexus chakra, indicating that he's undergoing an ego release and feels a strong urge to communicate. For some, this might manifest through actions, showing tangible changes in how he interacts with you, divine feminine. For others, it could mean being more open and honest in his verbal communication. It seems he's had a significant realization that he hasn't fully expressed yet. The High Priestess card upright suggests that he's aware of something profound, but has been hesitant to share it. He knows more than he's letting on, especially regarding spiritual matters. For some of you, he may be exploring concepts like twin flames, perhaps researching or beginning to believe in these ideas. He might feel a bit embarrassed or unsure about discussing these spiritual topics openly, as they might be new to him. Nevertheless, he wants you to know that he doesn't see your beliefs as strange or irrational. This masculine is experiencing a significant shift in perspective, influenced by his interactions with you, the challenges of a dark night of the soul, and the synchronicities you've shared. These experiences are expanding his view, making him realize that traditional explanations don't fully capture what's happening. He's beginning to see beyond the physical realm and connect the dots, broadening his conscious awareness toward more spiritual and esoteric understandings. I sense that the divine masculine feels a strong urge to discuss and explore spiritual concepts with you, divine feminine. However, there's a noticeable nervousness about bringing these topics up. Even though he recognizes your spiritual essence, he seems a bit embarrassed and hesitant. This reluctance likely stems from his past tendency to avoid these ideas, which he may have once dismissed or overlooked. The Four of Cups, reversed, and the Ten of Cups, reversed, indicate a significant realization for him. I didn't appreciate you and our connection, and this has delayed our union and led me off my true path. This reflection shows that if there has been a separation, he's now looking back with greater clarity. He understands that when he allows his ego to overshadow the depth of your bond, he experiences a sense of unfulfillment and spiritual disconnection, not only from you, but also from his own inner self and soul's purpose. By focusing solely on logic and neglecting the spiritual aspects of his life, he has lost touch with a part of himself that craves authenticity and deeper meaning. Now, he yearns for the spiritual alignment and connection he once shared with you, something he may not have fully appreciated in the past. However, divine feminine, your guides are urging you to exercise caution. Just because someone reaches out doesn't mean you have to welcome them back into your life. It's essential to be discerning about who you allow into your space and energy. Protecting your peace and maintaining your spiritual and emotional well-being is crucial for your growth. This discernment supports your creative and spiritual journey, no matter how it unfolds in your life. When we aren't careful, we can find ourselves caught in a cycle of superficial highs, only to plunge back into feelings of hurt, pain, and stagnant energy that seem to loop endlessly. I sense that someone I'm connecting with here hasn't granted themselves the permission to embrace the beautiful, sometimes messy, and chaotic emotions they truly have. Your emotions are a powerful source of passion and creativity, yet you may not have allowed yourself to experience the full spectrum of what it means to be human, including pleasure and physical enjoyment. I'm not sure who this message is for, but I feel it's time for someone to give themselves permission to balance the spiritual with the practical. It's about honoring your physical body, allowing yourself to feel pleasure, enjoying connections, and embracing physical experiences. This is all part of your spiritual awakening journey here on Earth. If your journey was meant to be glossy and perfect, you wouldn't have chosen to incarnate here. You, especially, wouldn't have come into a body meant to transmute so much energy for your family, community, and the collective, as you have chosen to do. You chose to embrace this messy, chaotic, and adventurous journey here on Earth because, through all those feelings, you are healing. Each experience contributes to your ongoing spiritual awakening. That's the essence of it all, and I truly believe someone needed to hear this today. Your eyes wanted to share this message with you. I've also been noticing the number 44 quite a bit, which might resonate with some of you. Now, let's channel a message from the Rumi Oracle. The card says, "Let love transform." Here's a beautiful excerpt from it. The spring of love arrives to transform the dust into a garden. The call is heard from the heavens to bid the wings of the soul to fly. The sea becomes filled with pearls. The dried land receives the water of life. The stone becomes a ruby, and the body becomes all soul. Rumi. According to the guidebook, this oracle is a living spiritual gift. Whether you realize it or not, you have triumphed. You've blossomed, succeeded, let go of what no longer serves you, and embraced the path of love. See? You've experienced significant energetic upgrades recently, and you deserve to take a moment to admire yourself for everything you've been through. You've maintained an open heart through it all, and those radical positive shifts within you are truly remarkable. Remember, it's not just about reaching a destination. It's also about fully experiencing and embracing every moment along the journey. Trust in the process and the abundance that's on its way to you. As we wrap up this reading, if you found it meaningful, I'd be thrilled if you subscribed and joined our amazing community here on YouTube. You can also connect with me on Instagram at Magnetize Official. Sending you all my love today. Take care, and I can't wait to connect with you in the next reading.